Are you ready, kids? Oh!
We're Jazzy and JR, and this is the road we're on. This week we finally got to start our first install, our floor, which included the insulation and everything. It was tons of work, but if we did it all over again, we wouldn't change our process at all. If you're looking for floor installation inspiration and you don't know where to begin, you've come to the right place, because although it's a tired one, this is the road we're on.
Sketch out the floor using the old template.
The tricky part is it has to have this little thing go out longer than what this template is so that we can make the step that we want to make. Hopefully I explained that properly.
We want to make a shoe compartment. It's got to extend on the step.
So after talking, we decided that we need to make something that goes like this so that they connect to each other.
So we're going to trace that one out first. This is our main one. And then we'll move the template over 1 inch that way. And then we'll trace that out. Then move it back to our main one. And then move it over 1 inch that way and we'll trace that out. And hopefully everything will come together. Piece of cake.
Now back to the time lapse.
We didn't have 2 tables to put up to cut this, so we used these old barrels we found around the yard.
Mark the top and mark the passenger side so we know which side.
So I'm gonna mark I, That's my cat. Benny's my cat, but he's also my son. Let me just lay in my bed right here. Under the stars. Can you turn off the lights, babe?
All right.
So, JR, what are we doing?
JV welding the holes.
You put it in the hole and you squish it down. It plugs all of the holes.
All you gotta do is rub it in with your fingers and the little ball until it gets hot.
Surprisingly, it gets really warm. But then look at my fingers. They look like little steel fingers. I look like the Tin Man. And then we're gonna flex seal over these holes just to make it completely sealed. Wow, ASMR. So day 2.
Got some good sleep, much needed.
We got some coffee.
Got some coffee.
Cinnamon roll.
A little muffin.
Egg sandwich.
Woo-hoo.
Wow, we're really excited about what we ate. So today we're gonna lay the floor all together. We have a big Sunday ahead of us.
And we just cut all these strips out of, I think it's called Minnesota?
So? I don't know.
It's like a dense foam. And these are gonna fit in between all the humps here. And then we are gonna use Loctite spray. We wanted to use 3M90, but it is banned in California, so we can't get it. And right now, the best we can get is Loctite.
I found out that the reason you would use 3M90 versus the 78 and 77 is because you need it to be heat resistant to high temperatures. Because I know there's the Gorilla Glue, stuff like that. I read that Gorilla Glue didn't withstand the high temperatures that you might need for the van. So that's why we went with Loctite.
First, we're gonna lay all the floor out, and then we're gonna do the Loctite, so enjoy.
So I'm putting down the corrugation foam and JR's cutting out this foam, and he realized he could have been using the razor blade all along to cut those corrugated strips. Because if you just put it on a floor with like a piece of scrap wood or cardboard or something, you could just go straight in a straight line and then it'll be a lot easier. So we put this down, cut 3M tie.
We're gonna put this now on top of those cut pieces in between the corrugated.
And then we're gonna put
another layer of Minicell. And then we're gonna put the plywood on top of that, and then we're gonna finish with our flooring.
Wish us luck.
Yes. We just put some Loctite spray over the wheel wells. Then we put some Reflectix. And then we're gonna use the factory wheel well covers that came with the passenger fan over the top of this.
Okay, let's go to the other one.
We just put in our first piece here. You can see we're gonna join the woods together. We grooved a little inset here with the router, and now we're gonna layer. This piece goes right here, and then our final piece. So we did it in 3 pieces, 2 8-footers that go side to side here, and then an 8-footer we did it this way. So it took 3 4x8s to do the 144. The floor is in. Woo! So key features right here. There's gonna be a bench coming over here.
It'll be like a full bench seat right here.
This is where this bench is gonna be. And then coming from right here is gonna be a sliding shoe storage.
I feel like it'll make more sense.
Yeah, once we start doing it, it'll make more sense. Basically, this is gonna be a sliding drawer for shoes. Where did you get most of this idea from?
Probably Far Out Ride.
Far Out Ride.
Far Out Ride and 7 Savage. I'll link them below.
Yeah.
A ton. They've helped a bunch. Routing it and clicking all the pieces together really, I think, makes a huge difference.
Big difference.
We have to do the vinyl floor.
So the flooring, I would say, estimate between 2 people took about 8 hours.
We like broke that up into a few days. Oh, but because we had the passenger van.
Yeah, the passenger van made it really nice because we do have a template.
So if you have a template, it is very helpful. If not, it would definitely take a lot longer.
Well, I think that wraps up today. Let's clean up and get out of here and get some grub. You're back.
This is our floor reveal. It's called champagne oak, but I feel like that gives off the vibe that it's much lighter than what it really is.
It's very neutral. I wanted something darker, she wanted something lighter, and I feel like this met both our needs.
Compromise.
Yes.
That's
our new word. I'm gonna cut the vinyl floor out. I'm using a jigsaw, and then I am using this table that I just put over 2 trash cans, and I'm clamping the laminate on here, and that way I can get the right cut.
It's 1 a.m.
I think I just cut the last piece.
Kind of sticking up right here.
How do you
go
feel?
to sleep. I'm tired. But it looks really good. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, we
Ooh,
just
what are
learned
some
as we went.
tips? When you slide it in 45-degree angle.
Vertical pieces were easier.
Yeah.
Put all together.
We started with that wall and worked this way. I get why people do that because then when you're pushing it, it's going against a wall. But then if we did it over here, we wouldn't have all these weird cuts right at the entrance. So you win some, you lose some. I think the things we used the most were a straight edge, a ruler,
Hammer.
measuring tape, a hammer,
A jigsaw.
a jigsaw. He went through like 3 blades. I don't know why. Could have been us.
Probably us.
Some clamps to hold the vinyl sheets down while you're cutting it. For a 144 wheelbase, 4 boxes of 7.5-inch vinyl plank. I'm gonna go get some sleep. You ready to go get some sleep? We didn't have dinner.
I get to sit here and look pretty because I don't know why.